Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Thank you so much for clicking on this link or video or wherever it was you did to find your way to this stream. I'm so excited for tonight's show. It's full of people who are masters at this show, I think, at this point.
Arguable.
They're all great. They're great people. Before I get to that, real quick announcement up top. We got a special show happening this Wednesday, December 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. Comedian and favorite guest Liz Esty is taking over hosting duty for a whole episode based around cheesy Christmas rom-coms.
Oh, that's so
your Lifetime, your Hallmark, your Netflix, all those holiday cheer movies about a small town where business lady has to be less business and more Santa. I've seen commercials. But that's going to be so fun. Please tune in for that episode. Also, if you're watching this and you love that kind of movie, we have one spot still open. So if you're watching this now, stop watching, send me a message. I'll put you on the show. It's going to be fun. But before we get to that show, we have this show. We have wonderful people here tonight. Let me introduce them to you. Joining me onto the show tonight are Angela Sawyer, Josh Pick, Marty Viscosi, Scott Sandler. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Let's talk to you individually first. Returning, this is the first time she's been back on the web show. She was on the last version of the live in-person show. Angela Sawyer is back.
Hi.
Hey, Angela.
So nice to talk to you.
So
I have
nice
learned
to see your
nothing
face.
about movies since the last time I was here.
You were pretty good your last time out, if I remember.
I did very badly on the live show, but I had my best outing on the previous video show. I guessed something for the first time.
That's all it takes sometimes.
I'm really bad at trivia. I'm not sure. I love the show, and I'm so bad at it.
This is barely trivia. This is just the ramblings of Mad Men pushed into a game show format. So, hopefully that works out in your favor tonight.
It does.
Also returning to the show, Josh Pick is back. Hey, Josh.
Here I am.
This is your first time on the show?
I think so.
Also,
I had
your
a little
12th time on
mishap
the show.
recently. That's weird. Wait, I don't know. You say potato, I say potato, right?
I don't.
So
when
do we start calling him Drew Barrymore?
51st shows. Speaking of 50th episode coming out, watch out for that. That's how you
Who's
transition.
Drew Barrymore?
Our own personal Drew Barrymore, Josh Pick.
I don't know what that means.
Title.
All the more reason.
Is this because of Firestarter?
Everyone's
I love
favorite Drew Barrymore
she was
movie,
really good in
Firestarter.
Taxi Driver, I
Most
think. She was really good in Taxi Driver.
Firestarter is the last Drew Barrymore movie I watched.
Drew Barrymore was also really good in Silence of the Lambs and Panic Room. And
Sex in the City. She was great in Sex in the City.
Not Jodie. Yeah.
Also on the show.
Jodie
Your
Foster in
basic
it?
riding
I mean,
in
Drew
cars
Barrymore?
with boys reference. So
Also back on the show, giving out nicknames tonight. Scott Sandler's back. Hey, Scott.
yep. After that devastating sudden death.
That's true. The last time you were on, you got one of the more frequent lately ties at the end, and you almost did it. I'm excited to see where today leads you. I think that this group of people, there's been a lot of high scores and ties lately.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's definitely.
They don't seem too happy when I said there's a lot of ties lately. Coming off of their last win, Marty Viscosi is also back on the show. Hey, Marty.
I would like to.
I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm trying to come in third tonight. That's my goal. I'm trying to come in third. I just want to beat like one person. Like I just want to be better than like one person. You know?
I do
Like-
know. That's like a real solid way to live.
Thank you. Truly living for Christ. The best way I can.
The tenets of Christianity is just be better than one person.
Like, a little better than the bottom.
Thank you again, everybody, for being here. I'm excited for the show. You're all veterans of this show. You know how it
Wait,
goes.
Never
But
Been Kissed. That's a Drew Barrymore movie.
that is a
Jesus Christ.
you all know how the game works.
Got
If
it.
you're watching for the first time, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled just so many parental warnings for too many movies. These warnings are written by anonymous weirdos. I don't know who they are or why they do what they do. I keep finding just wonderful little tidbits that these mad people have written and published online to warn you against movies. If you're one of them, I want you on the show. I'll give you money. You've written my show. So reach out. I'm taking these parental warnings, and my friends here are going to try to figure out what movie I'm warning you against. It's a lot. I've done almost 500 of these movies, and it is running low. But I think I have some good ones tonight. I've got some great guests. So unless there's anything anybody else wants to add before we get this game going, I think we should get this game going.
Before we begin,
Angela.
can we know the name of Marty's cat?
Her name is Ruthie. She is awful.
Oh,
She is the worst.
she seems like a great the worst.
This show has so many cats on it.
Yeah.
I think she's made an appearance like at least once every single time I've played.
It was fun
she wants
seeing her just
attention.
pop into frame.
Yeah.
Well, if everybody and Ruthie is ready, Angela, I'm going to give you first choice tonight.
Awesome.
Would you like a movie from 1989, 1996, or 2015?
I'm going to go with 1989.
1989.
Good year for Drew Barrymore.
Sorry. Not like that.
You dug your own grave, Scott.
First movie from tonight, from 1989, for 5 points, under the category of frightening and intense scenes. The end of the movie is very sad and emotional. Today, the movie must be rated PG.
As opposed to X?
Josh, you've buzzed in. What movie do you think this is?
Cider House Rules.
One of these days, it'll be Cider House Rules.
It's gonna be
Today's
right
not
one
the
of these
day.
days. Mm. Wasn't Drew Barrymore in that one?
Who's to say?
Not me, clearly.
For 4 points, under frightening and intense scenes, a young girl, for whatever reason, comes down with a lung infection, which consequently involves her coughing hellishly. And I need you to know hellishly is written in all caps.
I heard the caps.
Scott has buzzed in. Josh has buzzed in. Anybody else? Scott, what do you think this is?
Is it an American Tale?
Josh, what do you think this is?
Oh shit. Nah.
Okay, cool. It's not an American Tale.
Damn it.
All right, for 3 points, under sex and nudity, A young girl flashes her undies at the camera several times, whilst trying on new dresses. Two dogs howl upon her doing one of them. Scott has buzzed in. Josh has buzzed in. Marty has buzzed in. Angela is just sitting there.
Never
Scott
knows
is
what's
out.
happening.
Marty, I'll go to you first. What do you think?
Is it all dogs go to heaven?
Josh, what do you think?
I had the same thought, but I don't think it's right. So I'm gonna change my guess to the cider house
I don't
rules.
think it's right either.
You know, I won't even take the point away from you. It's still not cider house rules.
Man,
I think that's what I was thinking of, but
however,
Is it?
if you stuck with your gut, you would have gotten 3 points here. The movie is All Dogs Go to Heaven.
no, but I
Nice
couldn't.
job.
Put me on the board.
Sticking with my gut doesn't make much of a difference if I can't remember the name.
That's true.
There.
The gut has a hard time retaining information.
She had a lung disease?
I don't know. For whatever reason, she has a lung infection.
yeah. No, I knew.
Watch that movie.
Josh, I put that in there for you.
I thought so, Nick.
So
I
I'm a
don't
little
want to win this
disappointed.
game. So I was gonna. I know what. Yeah, it's all right.
Final clues in this: under violence and gore, during the main character's escape from the pound, the guards open fire upon him and another dog. And under frightening and intense scenes, later, a large demon is shown waiting to collect the dog and calling it, but it is chased away by an angel. Marty, you've got a real quick lead here with 3 points. Angela in
Hell yeah.
second with 0. Josh and Scott tied at -1. Josh, would
Yeah.
you like a movie from 1931, 1961, or 2013?
31.
31.
Yeah. Good year for Drew Barrymore.
It's gonna be a thing.
I mean,
What year was
from
Yeah. No.
all right, this movie from 1931 for 5 points under violence and gore. A bouncer throws a man out of a club. The man then pushes the bouncer. Scott and Josh have both buzzed in. Scott, what do you think this is?
Scarface?
Josh, what do you think this is?
It's of course the 1999 classic, The Matrix, but the remake of it, the new one.
Yeah, the remake of The Matrix from 1931.
No, I think it might actually be. Is it Scarface? I don't know what it
France
is.
too.
It's not Scarface.
Damn it.
I have no idea. Is it The Matrix?
For 4 points under violence and
So-
gore.
No.
No, it isn't. I'm sorry to say. Under violence and gore, none of the violence is graphic. Some of the violence is mildly intense.
Eh.
Yeah, it's a real helpful one.
How did you put up a flag, Josh?
'Cause I'm a patriot. I love this country.
Where were you
I
on
love Drew
January
Barrymore.
6th?
This country gave us Drew Barrymore. I love it.
For 3 points under profanity. Insults like beast, blackguard, blighter, brute, canting hypocrite, codgers, cowards, devil, dirty blighter, filthy harridan, fool, lying wench, sniveling hypocrite, swine, troll, weaklings, wenching brat.
Wenching brat. Wow.
Wenching brat.
Punching brat.
And yes, I Googled all of the words I wasn't sure about to make sure that I should say them online. All right, for 2 points under sex and nudity. Because this film was made before the production code took effect, it is more sexually frank than later film versions of the story. In one scene, a woman sits in bed nude, trying to seduce a man after he has saved her from a mugging. A blanket covers her partially, and no private parts are shown. Josh has buzzed in. Anybody else? Josh, what do you think this is?
You just gave it away. It's
Oh, I
Howard
did.
Stern's Private Parts. You just said the name of the movie, idiot.
Do you have any other guesses?
No, but I hate myself.
That's cool. Me too.
You're not special.
Wait, you hate me or you hate you?
Yeah, you know.
Sure.
The final clue for this movie from 1931, for 1 point under violence and gore, a man shoots and kills the villain who turns back into the doctor after dying.
Oh.
Scott has buzzed in.
Oh, I'm raising
Josh,
my hand. It's raised. It's raised.
Angela, are you trying to buzz in or are you just
Yeah,
showing
that's
off
my
a little
buzz.
emoji?
Silly.
Yeah.
All right. Angela, I'll go to you first. What do you think?
Is it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Josh, what do you think?
Dr. Drew and no, it's that one.
Marty?
Sorry, Josh Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Sorry, I should say
Same
that.
thing.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Scott?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
It is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yay!
And while you were doing that, I was looking it up, and it isn't the John Barrymore version.
Oh man, I was really
really
hoping.
excited to throw that in there, but no luck.
Oh well.
Marty, you retain your lead with 4. Angela at 1. Josh and Scott still tied at -1 each.
No.
Oh, okay. Josh at -2.
That sounds better.
Marty, would you like a movie from 1974, 1997, or 2016?
Let's go 2016.
2016. All right, from 2016 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, there are a few scenes of children sadistically bullying each other, which may be upsetting.
Oh.
I am afraid to ask you what you think this is so quickly.
I didn't
Josh.
know that they made a movie out of this, but
What's up?
It's you know the history book, The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich.
God damn it, Josh.
Christ.
So I think it's the boy in the striped pajamas. 5 points, thank you.
All right, no, it's not boy in striped pajamas.
Really? Wasn't Drew
Weird.
Barrymore in that?
For 4 points under sex and nudity, one main character is very attractive. His slyness could make some uncomfortable. Angela has buzzed in. Josh, have you buzzed in?
Yeah,
These
Italy.
emojis are real hard to keep track of.
No, it isn't.
Angela, what do you think this is?
Is it Catcher in the Rye?
Josh, what do you think this is?
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Okay, it is not Catcher in the Rye.
Dang it.
Damn it.
This is
I
a
was really
2016
hoping I could
film,
put
right?
up the Italian flag and also the pizza at the same time. That's very cool in those,
Hell
I guess.
yeah.
It was for you, Nick.
Oh, grazie.
Oh, what is
For 3
yeah,
points,
yeah.
under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the movie has a sub-message reminiscent to the drug war of the modern world.
Of the modern what?
Of the modern world.
Wait,
What does that sentence mean?
The modern
The
world.
movie has a sub-message reminiscent to the drug war of the modern world.
Okay. I'd like to make a guess.
All right, Scott, what do you think this is?
Zootopia.
Josh, what do you think this is?
So all dogs go to heaven. Is it Sicario? I think Sicario's too late. I think that was
Yes,
2015.
Shakespeare in Love,
Not
Josh. Come on.
Sicario. Sicario
2015,
is
2014?
just the drug war of the modern world. I don't think it's reminiscent.
No. Well, that sentence didn't really make
No.
sense, so I figured
It does
you know.
make sense if you know that the movie is Zootopia. Scott's
Ah.
got it.
Hey.
Nice.
What?
I
Huh.
I had it. I had a feeling that it with the 5-point clue that it was when Judy was being bullied at the start of the movie.
That's the one.
But I could, that, the kids bullying could be a lot of
most
things.
movies.
Yeah. Attractive main character. I got a lot of questions for IMDb.
Attractive main character. His slyness
put in
could make
slyness.
others uncomfortable.
Sly as a
See
fox.
the games I play? The other clues in this under violence and gore, the film contains some scenes of tension where savage animals chase the protagonists, as well as a sequence where they struggle with sheep for control over a moving train.
And a flood of red streamers.
And under sex and nudity, the main character is uncomfortable when visiting a nudist camp. Since the characters are all animals, it doesn't matter that they're naked, but as the film is set in a world where animals do normally wear clothes, they can still be considered nudists.
Huh. That's a fun
Marty,
loophole.
you retain your lead at 4. Scott has moved up to second place with 2. Angela at 0. Josh at -3.
Not yet. Wait.
Scott, would you like a movie from 1987, 1997, or 2020?
2020.
2020. All right. This movie came out last year in 2020 for 5 points under sex and nudity. A character shows cleavage sometimes.
That one just says other science shit.
Would have narrowed it down if they didn't.
Very helpful.
For 4 points under violence and gore, most of the action is bloodless, but one character has a nosebleed and another has some moderate injuries showing minimal blood. For 3 points under sex and nudity, a character is shown at the gym in an 80s style workout / one-piece bikini outfit. It shows some of her buttocks, but nothing major. Josh has buzzed in. Scott has buzzed in. Anybody else? Scott, what do you think this is?
Wonder Woman 1984.
Josh, what do you think this is?
We bought a zoo. Zootopia. Zootopia?
We bought a
Come on.
Zootopia.
Come on, just give me this one. You owe me.
I'm going to give away points. This is Wonder Woman 1984. Scott gets points.
Yo, you knew that too.
I don't remember the nosebleed in Wonder Woman 1984.
We were too busy looking at
It's
the
coming
butt
back
of
to
the
me,
bikini.
but the 80s out the 80s outfit kind of gave it away.
The other clues in this, under frightening and intense scenes, the appearance of the cheetah near the end of the movie could frighten some younger viewers. And sex and nudity, the lead character's main outfit is a short semi-skirt, similar to what the ancient Roman gladiators wore. So sometimes her underwear is visible. In one scene, her buttocks is partially exposed, but there is nothing sexual about it.
Isn't Themyscira more Greek leaning?
It sure is, but her skirt is Roman gladiator, according to IMDb user.
I like this movie. I've never seen it, but I like it because it got a lot of punks really angry.
What's
And that
that
was
you
funny
said?
because it was set in 84 and they had a t-shirt on. That movie made a lot of punks angry, so I like it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just a fun fact. This movie has been on my list since the beginning of making this show back in March. And I finally got to use it. So that's
Nice.
fun for me. Scott, you've moved into the lead with 5 points. Marty at 4. Angela at 0. Josh at -4.
Wait, that was just
Age is just a
that was
number,
3-point
man.
clue?
You.
I thought it was 4.
Who's on first, huh?
Yeah, right. Angela, would you
Yes.
like a movie from 1992, 2010, or 2018?
2018.
All
There's at
right.
least a chance I can remember what I saw then.
This movie from 2018 for 5 points under profanity contains a lot of strong language for a film rated TV 14.
I didn't even know that was a rating.
Oh, yeah,
If it's made
true.
for TV, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
so made for TV
1990?
movies, huh? 2018 this is from?
2018.
Is it the Tim Curry
Oh.
It?
Oh, wait, no, I know what this is.
Hold on.
All right. Josh, I'm sure you know what this is. What do you think?
Of course I do. Cider House Rules Reboot 2018. It was a cartoon on TV.
Scott, what do you think this is?
The last Sharknado, it's about time.
It is not about time. It's not the last Sharknado. And it's
Oh, that is a
also
made-for-TV
not
movie.
the remake sequel animated
Yeah,
version of
well-
Cider House Rules.
Come on. That seems anti-Semitic of you to not give me that.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, a man says to another man to, quote, keep his dick in his pants concerning a woman they are going to meet. Approximately 14-minute mark.
I don't know what it is, but it would be funny, Nick, if when you run out of movies, you start using just movies, but you use their ratings from when they're made for put on TV. I guess that wouldn't work because they don't do different. I'll just shut up because I'm stupid.
All right, cool.
Is it Cider House Rules?
For 3 points under violence and gore,
Idiot.
2 men fight each other in mutual combat. They repeatedly strike each other, and one character's tooth is knocked out. A little blood is shown. You have something this time, Josh?
It was dumb what I just said, and I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you. It didn't make any sense, and I fell down the stairs recently. I'm sorry.
For 2 points under violence and gore, a woman sets herself on fire. The fire slowly creeps up her clothing, but she does not scream.
Oh. Did they make a movie about those monks in Vietnam?
For 1 point, under violence and gore, the group of book burners storm a house filled with people. Many people are beaten down. The victims are corralled inside. One's fingertips are burned, but it is not really seen. Marty and Scott have buzzed in. Angela, Josh, you got nothing?
No.
Marty, what do you think this is?
Did they make a movie of the book thief?
Scott, what do you think this is?
Fahrenheit 451.
They did make a movie on the book thief. It's not this one. This one is
Son of a-
Fahrenheit 451.
Was there was a TV? Good job, good deduction there, Scott. That's cool.
With Michael Shannon and Michael B. Jordan.
What channel was that on?
HBO.
Huh.
How did
Which I
miss
can
that?
use for this
I
because
thought I
this,
watched every single thing that came out in 2020.
TV.
this is
TV?
Oh,
2018.
18.
It's TV 14. Weird. What was it? Is it good? Do
I don't
people
know. I
like
haven't
it?
seen it. And it's weird that it's
Probably
TV
not.
14 because HBO isn't TV.
Yeah, that's
See,
a
They're very
rating
clear
all
about
around.
that. It's like their whole deal, they even their literature even.
That was a tough one. But like I said,
Wow.
over 500 movies I've put together for this game.
No, that rules. I like the impossible ones.
Scott, you're still at 5, still in first place. Marty at 3, Angela at 0, Josh at -5.
Yeah.
I was not
Josh?
expecting to be leading like this again.
What?
I was not confident about tonight.
You're gonna win, Scott.
Yeah.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1975, 1997, or 2009?
97.
97.
That was a real romp of a year. I don't know what that means.
This movie from 1997 for 5 points under violence and gore. A violent, bloody gunfight ensues. When people are shot, we see some blood spurt out of their wounds. Graphic. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes. Slime, excess blood and gore, some other grotesque images, and intense perilous situations and battles. But the mild comedy in the film may slightly lower the disturbing material. Scott has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think, Scott?
Mars Attacks.
It is not Mars
Oh
Attacks.
shit, it's 96, right?
This is something I feel like I should know what it is.
For 3 points under violence and gore. A woman stabs herself in the hand with a dagger. Some blood is shown, though it later turns out to be acid. It's not very disturbing due to her lack of pain. Semi-graphic. Scott has buzzed in again. Anybody else? What do you think this time, Scott?
Alien Resurrection.
This time you got it. It is Alien Resurrection.
Like knew I had seen it, but I couldn't place it.
It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
Dog shit.
Oh, the shooting and the slight comedy made it. Mars Attacks. If it wasn't for being a year off, it would have made it.
It's the movie where Ripley is a half alien clone, and they show that she's powerful by having her be really good at basketball.
But don't worry,
Which
Cowboys
number-
in a new coffee.
Just
Which
doing
number
shit
in
at
the
that
series
point.
is Resurrection?
That's the 4th one.
Okay.
It's
I thought that was
definitely
Alien 3.
No, that's Alien Cubed.
Oh, okay, that's right. I know there's. Oh, that's right. It's Alien, Aliens, then Alien 2, right?
No, Alien Cubed.
Okay.
And then Alien
I don't know what that
Resurrection.
means, Nick.
And then Prometheus. Unless we're counting Alien versus Predator and Alien versus Predator Requiem. Then Alien Covenant. This is fun for me. And it's not really even fun for me.
No, I actually appreciate it because I was trying to remember.
I'm having a good
Scott,
time.
you've extended your lead at 7, Marty at 3, Angela at 0, Josh at -5.
Yeah.
Marty,
That's where I
would
belong.
you like a movie from 1969, 1978, or 1998?
I got 1998.
1998. All right. This movie came out a year after Alien Resurrection in 1998. For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a 10-year-old boy makes a joke about his mom packing martinis in his lunch. Josh has buzzed in. What do you think, Josh?
Guess what, buddy? Cider House rules.
One of these days. Not
Well,
now.
it's the version where there's a cider fraternity and a martini fraternity.
This is Martini House rules.
Oh, is that what it's about? I thought it was a orphanage. I'm gonna level with you. I've never seen Cider House Rules.
No, so the day that I finally put it on the show is going to be amazing because
I keep
nobody's going
saying
to.
I'm gonna watch it. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it just for this, but I'm not.
No. For 4 points under violence and gore, a boy and many other kids get into a snowball battle that's reminiscent of a military war scene, but nothing worse than kids being hit with snowballs.
98.
98. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, a main character dies near the beginning of the film while driving on an icy road late at night. The accident itself is not seen, so there's no blood or gore to worry about.
Oh,
But the
what is the name
windshield
of this
wipers
movie?
stop working we do hear a crash right before the scene blacks out. There is also some suspenseful music playing in the background, so children may be frightened of it. See, everyone but Marty has buzzed in. Angela, what do you think this movie is?
This is that movie with swinging where they put their keys in the bowl and everyone's sad and Sigourney Weaver is in it and there's a lot of shots of the icy road with power lines and it's called The Ice Something, but I don't know the name of it.
Can't be any more specific than that.
What might it be called? Yeah, I don't know.
Josh, do you know what this movie is called?
I feel bad now because it's All Dogs Go to Heaven too. No, is it the Ice Storm? I feel like it's not the Ice Storm, but I'm gonna guess the Ice Storm, which is what you're thinking of, Angela.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Right?
Scott, did you have a guess? I saw you buzzed in. Did you buzz out?
I did, but
I think we just used this one, so I think this is not. I don't know.
I withdrew because the way you were nodding to Angela's guess, I didn't think mine was going to be close.
Do you want to say it anyway?
Jack Frost.
I'm glad you said it. It's not the Ice Storm. It is Jack Frost.
Nice.
Oh, I knew it wasn't the Ice Storm.
Thought it was the Ice Storm.
You did that one recently.
And
Yeah, no, we did that one a few shows ago. So I know.
I've never done the Ice Storm. I don't know what that movie is.
Yeah, we did. I
No, we
swear to
didn't.
God, that was on here.
I swear to
Really?
God, I have not used that movie.
Well, I'm
Thought it was
having
that
lucid
movie
dreams
too,
again,
but-
then, guys. Or, I'm sorry, vivid dreams again, then, guys. Because
Yeah,
I mean, it's not often you
Really?
don't follow the accident, and when you have the snow imagery to start it, and
it's,
I knew the Ice Storm doesn't start out with. I know that, but I swear to God, that was really.
yeah, as far unless
isn't
I've
good,
been
'cause I have a
hosting
memory
versions
of
of the
it.
show I don't remember.
and
I mean, I did. Wow. All right.
But how
What was
about
that movie?
just I'm going to give
Remember the
myself a
name.
little bit of applause for my acting ability in that. Almost screwed Scott out of the point. Final clues in that under frightening and intense scenes. 1 year after the main character dies, his wife and child have a scene where they break down and cry together outside, talking about how much they miss him. It's a very sad moment.
I would have gotten it from that clue because a few years ago I learned that Jack Frost is the dead father, right, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
The guy who died in the accident. Yeah. What
Yep,
the fuck
it
is
is.
that
Michael
movie for
Keaton.
kids, huh?
Michael Keaton playing George Clooney as a snowman.
and
That rules.
not the snow-skinned leprechaun kind of remake.
No, which came out first. That's something people don't realize. There's also a horror movie where a serial killer turns into a snowman called
I
Jack
just
Frost.
watched that.
I love that movie.
That was one of the movies I watched just this past Saturday.
With Shannon
I love-
Elizabeth in a real early role.
I like unironically love that movie.
There's
I think
one
it's
thing in that
fantastic.
movie that I love. They give cookies to Jack Frost the snowman, which starts to kill him because a little kid baked the cookies for his dad because he was worried his dad might be cold. So he made cookies with antifreeze in them.
I love that movie so much.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, final clue in this under frightening and intense scenes. The moment when the snowman first comes to life, as wind and camera rapidly spin around the snowman, can be a little frightening for very young viewers. Scott extending your lead to 10 points. Marty at 2. Angela at -1. Josh at -7.
Uh-oh.
Is that a 4-pointer?
That was a 3-pointer.
Ah,
And where are we? Scott, it's on to you. Would you like a movie from 1990, 1995, or 2003?
well, I know 1990 ain't Pretty Woman.
Yeah, you're going to
Well,
remember
unless you
that
have
for
a
a
second
while,
set
aren't
of clues. What were the other 2 years?
90, 95, or 03?
2003.
2003. Okay. In 2003 for 5 points. Under profanity, 1 bastard, 1 damn, 2 damned, 4 hell, 2 God, 4 when including God forsaken, 1 bejesus, 5 bloody, and some rather dated name calling and insults such as
Wow,
eunuch,
look at these
used
tallies.
twice, trumpet, scum, and cur.
Cur, that's
Cur. C-U-R.
03?
03. What do you think, Josh?
Pirates of the Caribbean? I've never seen it.
This is why I love having you on the show, because you'll just fuck through the first round, then hit
Yeah.
the 5-point clue and get Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well,
on
you
the
said
first clue.
cur.
Serious?
I said cur. What the fuck
Oh
else is
my
it going to
god.
be? You know the kind of autism I have.
Oh, wow.
nice work,
It's
Josh.
got to hit. Yeah. I
Did
just
he
got to
break
hit one,
even?
one. No, I'm still negative. I just, it's all right. That's cool. I've never seen any of those movies. They seem like dog shit.
The first
That's one
one's
of my
fun,
movies. So.
and that's all you need to see.
Well, they
Well,
say
no,
cur.
I like this because this is when the teams having the bad seasons end up like beating one of the playoff contenders, and it kind of fucks with their season.
Uh-huh. That is what Josh brings to this game.
Yeah. Well, I've won this game several
It
times.
means
You've won
I
this
think
game
I think I
twice.
should have won my last game, but there's a big old asterisk there.
You have a 33-point spread between your highest and lowest scores.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This game's fun, man.
Just for fun, the other clues in Pirates of the Caribbean, under violence and gore, a character with a fake eye gets a fork stuck in his eye. He takes the fork out, and you can see his fake eye on the fork. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking, lots of rum use. Violence and gore, there's a fairly intense battle scene involving the living and the undead, but it is done under moonlight, and nothing overly graphic is shown. However, it could be considered quite frightening. And violence and gore, multiple scenes involving pirates sword fighting and gunfire with some individuals that are stabbed or shot. Non-graphic. Scott, you remain in the lead at 10. Marty at 2. Angela, -1. Josh back up to -2. Anybody could take this game, but mostly I think it's a fight for second. We got 4 movies left, 1 more go around, 1 more choice for each of you. Angela, would you like a movie from 1936, 1984, or 2000?
84.
84. This movie from 1984 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Characters drink and smoke, respectively, in a nightclub at the beginning of the film. For 4 points under sex and nudity, there's a scene where a woman falls in a river from an elephant and her dress gets wet, but no nudity.
Oh, shit.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I don't. Sorry, I thought I did, but I don't. That wasn't
That's
actually
cool.
just there. That's my brain kind of stroking out there. I apologize. I realized my guess was like 3 decades off. So.
Oh yeah, that might hurt.
Yeah.
All right, for 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, there is a scene with insects everywhere, crawling over the main characters. However, that is nothing compared to the excessive child abuse that takes place during the course of this film. That's a sentence that you could not know what the second half of that sentence was. I see Scott and Josh. Scott, what do you think this movie is?
Is it the Goonies?
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Did Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom?
It is not the Goonies. This movie is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Knew I fucking knew it, but god damn it. All right.
Again, that clue. There's a scene with insects everywhere crawling over the main characters.
Well,
However,
that, plus,
that is
what's her
nothing
name?
compared to the excessive child abuse that takes place during the course of this film.
So
I mean,
the insects plus the lady falling off the elephant, I knew what it was, but then the child abuse, I was like, I really know what this is. Because there is a lot of child abuse in that movie.
It is a hard movie to watch.
It's a hard right turn from the first one.
Yeah, it is a movie written by two guys who were going to a divorce and they wanted to make sure you knew.
I think based on that, the only reason I was wrong would be the year it came out. Goonies was 85, it turns out, but I was thinking of Chunk.
Oh, I thought Goonies was later.
I thought Goonies was like 86, but
the other clues in this, under violence and gore, the prime antagonist has an ornate headdress with shrunken heads in it. And frightening and intense scenes, the sacrificial scenes are very scary, particularly the first, in which a man's heart is ripped out of his body while he's alive. The man is then lowered into a volcanic pit and burned alive. Intense.
Yeah, fun little bit of trivia about this movie. My father hated it so much that when McDonald's was selling the VHS copies in the early 90s for like $5 a piece or something, he did not buy the second one. And he yelled at me about it for a while. So I only have 1 and 3 on VHS because of that. In hindsight, he wasn't actually wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. There's only 2 Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
Scott, you're still in the lead with 9. Marty at 2. Josh, you jumped into the positives with 1. Angela at -1.
No, wait, shouldn't I be at -2? I don't care. It doesn't even. No, never mind. I don't know how
keep them
integers
at
work.
-2. Keep them
Zero
at
is a
-2.
number.
Listen, I fell down the goddamn stairs.
We have
I'm doing
3
pretty good,
movies
I'd
left.
say.
You're like that dude who like pretends to like walk with the cane and stuff, and then like as soon as people walk away, he's like, "Oh no!" Like you're like
Willy
always
Wonka.
so bad and then so good.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it by looking at Josh or listening to anything he says in the first 40 minutes of the show, but he's pretty good at this game.
Yeah, it's I like to tank the first half and then see if I can dig myself out of it.
But this is your first
Answer
time on the show.
yes.
It's worked for you twice.
Isn't this Wheel of Fortune?
Josh, would you like a movie from 1962, 2001, or 2018?
2001. That was a good year for not New York.
Well, no,
But
it was a good first 8 months.
Yeah,
The last 4.
9.
I
Not
feel
a
like
week
a
and a
lot
half,
of
really.
things changed that year.
You know, they actually had 9 months and 11 days, and then on the 11th day, something happened.
So,
Was it this movie from 2001?
I hope so.
For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, while there's a lot of blood in this film, the tone is not as dark as other films and often comes off as comedic.
01. Wait. Oh, one. I was. What was I
For
doing?
4 points, under violence and gore, the villain and the android briefly fight again, and the villain punches its head off.
What?
Scott's going to take a guess.
Is it AI?
It is not AI.
That's a good guess, though.
It is.
I mean,
and
I
you've got
guess
points
it is
to
a
burn,
guess,
so you might as
yeah.
well.
Oh.
For 3 points, under sex and nudity, a robot female is shown topless, and 2 of her nipples fall off.
Okay, yeah, that definitely makes it not AI.
Marty has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think, Marty?
Oh, I know what this is too.
Is it Jason X?
You got it.
Oh.
This is
Hell
Jason
yeah!
X.
Yeah. I am
Oh,
so
yeah,
mad at
buddy.
myself right now. I can fucking puke. Yeah, it's Jason X, all right. I was just talking about the movie too, like 2 fucking days. Oh man.
It's so
Oh.
bad.
Almost watched that like a week ago.
I think I'm gonna
So
lose my
bad.
lead.
It's like I saw it 2 times in the theater. It was so bad.
It is almost unwatchable.
Oh,
I was
There's
so
one
excited for
good
that
scene
one.
in that movie.
wow.
Yeah.
Now that
And it's the
movie is
scene
an
where he
untenable
goes
living
into
nightmare.
to virtual reality
Living nightmare.
of the camp.
Yeah. I like
Oh,
the
man.
the pss, you know, what's it called? The liquid with the pss. The, like, very
liquid
first-
nitrogen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
The other clues in this under
Oh,
violence
man.
and
Good.
gore, a man is hacked up with a machete, and alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The 2 females
Damn it.
during the Crystal Lake sequence ask the villain if he wants some marijuana.
Yeah, I remember that. Marty, good on you. Good
Listen, there's
job.
only so many movies where an android's nipples fall off.
Yeah, there's only like 3 from 2001. We got 2 movies left. Scott, you're at 8 points in the lead. Marty, close behind at 5 points. Josh can still catch up with 1. Angela can still catch up with -1. No, don't give up yet. This could be your movie. We'll see if Marty can help you out. Marty, would you like a movie from 1953, 1982, or 1996?
Oh. 82.
82.
Oh, damn it. Oh. Different one.
Sorry.
Choose that year.
All right. Penultimate movie of the night from 1982. For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, the film is very emotional and has a somewhat depressing ending. Josh and Scott both going in hoping for a big pickup. Scott, what do you think?
E.T.
Josh, what do you think?
Drew Barrymore and E.T.
Oh, that would have been so fun. It is not E.T.
We already used
Wow.
E.T., but I wanted to say Drew Barrymore again.
I always feel like there's the possibility he could make a second set of clues, but I know.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I think about it, and it's hard to come up with one set of clues. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a colonel and a police officer drink beer in a bar while talking about how to take down the main character. Josh has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think, Josh?
War Games?
It is not War Games.
Yeah, that's all right. Is it Drew Barrymore in War Games?
Definitely.
Is it the Cider House War Games?
Drew Barrymore plays
Did all dogs go
the
to Cider
computer
War
in
Games
War
house?
Games, right?
It's Shakespeare and Barrymore.
Shakespeare and War more. It's
For 3
Oh,
points under violence and gore, a cop fires a rocket launcher at a cave, causing a large explosion.
At a
Josh is
cave?
at a cave. A
Okay.
cop fires a rocket launcher at a cave.
First Blood.
Yeah, it's First Blood.
All right. Yeah.
You got there.
Yeah, it did. It's Drew Barrymore's First Blood. It's Drew Barrymore instead of
You're thinking of
Sylvester
Drew Barrymore First Blood Part 2.
Oh, I'm not a smart man. I'm sorry.
Considering the age she was, I'm not sure that's the best.
Yeah.
Use of her
I know. I had
talent.
that same thought.
Yeah.
Scott, can I change my answer?
I would prefer if you didn't.
All right.
The other clues for First Blood under sex and nudity. Deleted scene shows flashback where the main characters in a Vietnam bar are hooking up with a stranger. Female nudity. And violence and gore, the main character steals a machine gun and goes on a rampage throughout the town, blowing up random buildings. He shoots a police officer several times in the legs. Scott, you remain in the lead, down to 7 points. Marty, right behind at 5 points. Josh within striking distance with 2 points.
Imagine
Angela,
if I didn't go down to -7.
I'm imagining how pissed off Scott's
Yes,
going to
but
be
it's
if you
the
get this
final
5-point
clue.
clue and force a tie.
I bet I won't, but
One movie remains. Scott, you get to pick that movie.
Again?
Yeah, for the third time, actually.
No, I mean, because the last time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't screw this up
No.
this time, Scott.
No.
All right.
What happened
Final-
last time?
He chose the final movie. Josh Poirier got it on the 5-point clue and then beat him in sudden death.
I remember. I was sad.
All right, Scott. Would
Fun.
you like a movie from 1986, 2013, or 2018?
2013.
Oh, I don't win. Oh, that's the movies that year. I think.
All right, this last movie of the night from 2013 for 5 points under profanity. 33 uses of fuck. Some scattered uses of bitch, damn, ass, hell, and shit. There's one scene that has very frequent uses of pussy.
$2013?
2013. Yeah, you gotta try. What do you think, Josh?
I mean, I have to guess.
Yeah.
Will you read the clue one more time? Just
33
indulgence?
uses of fuck. Some
what
scattered
I thought
uses
you
of
said.
bitch, damn, ass, hell, and shit. There's one scene that has very frequent uses of pussy.
Oh, Cider House Rules. I'm sorry. Drew Barrymore in Cider House Rules.
Scott, you want to take a guess on this?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
That is a good guess, but there are way more fucks in The Wolf of Wall Street. I think
That
it
is a
has
good
the
guess, though.
record of most fucks in a mainstream Hollywood movie.
Oh. Wow. What came out in 2013?
I only know that because it's been in this game before.
Hmm.
Oh,
4
20,
points.
oh, fuck. I was thinking like 2009, 2010. Oops.
For
I don't
4
know the
points.
chronology of my own life, Nick.
All right.
What
4
happened? Who
points.
knows?
Under sex and nudity, there's a scene where a man and a woman have phone sex. The woman is heard moaning.
I'm raising my hand.
Okay.
There it
What are you
is.
going to guess this time, Josh?
Cider House Rules 2. With Jodie Foster. No, is it nothing? No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's not. It's not
Okay.
Silver Linings Playbook. It's not. God damn it! It's one of those awful movies my ex liked. Shit. Is it It's not Fault in Our Stars. It'd be funny if there were 33 uses of fuck in that movie.
There should have been.
Fuck, I'm gonna die of
made it a
cancer.
better movie.
Dying.
Fuck, I'm gonna die of cancer too. Fuck, she died of cancer.
What was the clue with the tallies?
I want to remake that
You
movie
repeat
now.
that?
What are you asking, Scott?
Could you repeat the clue with the tallies of curses?
Yep. The tallies of profanity. 33 uses of fuck, some scattered uses of bitch, damn, ass, hell, and shit. There's one scene that has frequent uses of pussy. And also, there's a scene where a man and a woman have phone sex. A woman is heard moaning. For 3 points, under sex and nudity, in one of several sexual dialogues in the movie, a woman bizarrely demands that the man, quote, strangle me with a dead cat, while they imitate a sexual encounter over online chat.
Oh yeah, that's Fault in Our Stars, all right. It's a Pink Floyd hoodie or t-shirt or whatever. Why do I remember that movie? Why is that one I remember? What the fuck?
Scott,
Welcome back there.
do you have a guess on this?
Is it her?
Is it what?
Her.
Oh no.
It is her.
Oh,
Nice. I was right.
Scott.
That was one of those dumb movies my ex liked. Hell yeah.
Finally, my second win.
Good job. That's a tough one. The other clues in her, under sex and nudity, a nude pregnant woman is shown during a fantasy sequence. Complete frontal nudity of the woman provides insight into the protagonist's interest in alternatives to standard human interactions. The scene is about 10 seconds.
Why can't I remember that movie? I
That
have to
makes
remember Fault
me
in Our
feel
Stars.
so gross. And frightening and intense scenes. There is nothing scary, frightening, or intense about the movie. The movie is very emotional and heavy at times. The bond between the man and his operating system can be seen as sad because a man is in love with a computer. That was
Again,
her.
I don't know how this isn't Fault in Our Stars.
The movie was her. The game was Inappropriate Movie Database. Final scores tonight. Angela at -1. Josh at 1. Marty at 5. And taking home his second win, Scott Sandler with 9 points. That's the game. Thank you, everybody, for playing. That was so fun.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nick. This was great.
This was a blast.
Before we
Thanks a lot.
go, if there's anything you've got to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words,
Yep.
Angela, I'll start with you.
Let me look at my dumb calendar because I also can't remember, besides any movies I've seen, what I do. This weekend, I'll be on a show called The Mendoza Line at the Dugout, which is in Boston at 8 p.m. on the 11th of December.
Can't believe Mendoza Line's finally back.
Yeah. I might go to that show. That's cool. I don't like comedy very much, but I might go to that.
Josh, do
Nope.
you have anything?
I'm taking some time off from doing stuff mostly. So
Oh,
nope.
no open mic this week.
Oh yeah, that's basically a job. So that's still
Josh,
on.
do you want to come to the Mendoza Line and I'll do my set while riding you piggyback?
Sure.
I would pay to
Okay.
see that.
That sounds great. I would love to
I mean,
actually.
maybe you'll have to ride me piggyback. I think I outweigh you.
I don't think that's correct. I got a lot of mass here.
We'll
But
see.
either way, yes, I would.
Maybe we can
I would
find
enjoy
out.
that. Okay, I'm sure Crowley let that happen. So I mean that he's a weirdo.
Marty,
Yeah, I bake things on Instagram at madeby.marty. I had a breakdown about cooking a turkey last week. It was really fun. So you can find all that and more.
is
at
that
Made by-
chronicled on there?
It was. It was on my story. It might become a post. I'm still undecided because I used a lot of language I'm not proud of. Made by Marty for baking. And I'm in the Twin Cities. If you're in the Twin Cities, just come be my friend because it was 6 degrees today and friends are a good thing to have in 6-degree weather.
Yeah, be Marty's friend and watch their Instagram post where they have 33 uses of fuck, some scattered uses of bitch, dan, ass, hell, and shit. And there's one scene that has very frequent uses of pussy.
Listen,
and they
probably
call the turkey a cur.
And finally, our winner, Scott. You got anything?
Yep. Well, as usual, my Twitter is at the Nick Fan Club. My Instagram is ScottSandler94. I have finally written my first article for Paramount. What's on Paramount Plus at ParamountPlusNews.blogspot.com. It is a review of the recently premiered A Loud House Christmas.
Hell yeah!
And I'm actually in 2 TV Line articles released over the past 10 days or so.
Sweet. Can you find that on your Twitter?
I probably tweeted the first one out already, but no, I'm not. I didn't write it. I just submitted it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What TV Line readers were thankful for, I got. My submission was and was featured, and now in the Inside Line article, the question I submitted was answered.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was basically an update on renewal status for actually Disney Channel shows, because they're, kids networks are very selective on what they and on what they announce as ended or.
Good stuff.
And I will be recording another episode of the Emperor's New Podcast tomorrow night, covering its Christmas episode or Giftmas episode. And I still have all my episodes of Podcast Without a Cool Acronym that I've been on this year. But yeah, I should probably say that for when I have my last appearance of the year.
Yeah, check out Scott's stuff. It is so much stuff. Once again, thank you so much, Angela Sawyer, Josh Pick, Marty Viscosi, Scott Sandler.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me online everywhere at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database. That's where I'm booking the show. There's a few spaces left on some shows this month, so if you're watching this and you think it looks fun, be on it. Listen to Andrew.
And we look forward.
You can be my
You might be meeting us.
And
you see how stupid I am, and I've won this game a bunch of times. So it's really a very attainable goal. I promise you. I am a barely literate human person.
And we got 2 more shows coming up this week. As I said, Wednesday, the 8th, December 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Liz Esty is hosting the cheesy holiday Christmas rom-com edition. On Thursday night, we have another show at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Which I'll be on.
You're going to be on that. It's going to be... Lloyd Legacy Sharp's going to be on it. Liz Esty is coming back on that show. I had the list. I want to pull it up. So watch out that. Watch for all of these. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff, and watch more of these. There's 42 of them. Watch all of them, and hopefully watch the next one. Thank you so much for watching this one. All right, we are